Okay, so while I didn't exactly lose, we did tie in our predictions, and since Nate is the champion, he gets champion's advantage, so here I am. Like, we actually got both of our Survivor Series, the War Games matches correct. We just, the only two we disagreed on. And we also got, into Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight wrong. Didn't expect that to come. So, here I am, and I had to watch Jingle Bell Love. Jingle my balls, okay? God damn, like... The reason we picked this movie is it sounded interesting. The gimmick behind it sounded interesting. The whole, like, it'll sell you ads as you're watching the movie. We will come back to that. But, I have the description up here on TV. I want to read this to you real quick. Alright. Jack Cooper, Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. Kids, ask your parents about that. Decides that he and his 10-year-old daughter Grace, because of course the kid's name is Grace. Christmas movie, someone's got to be named Grace, right? Will spend their first Christmas since his wife's passing in her hometown. Focused on his daughter's happiness, Jack gets more than he bargained for when Grace becomes determined to make her own Christmas wish come true by matching him with a local shop owner, played by Michelle Morgan, who's struggling to keep her family business alive. So what Christmas movie is this? All of them. It's like every single cliche of a Christmas movie, a Hallmark Christmas movie, put together as one. Also, what this description doesn't tell you is that Jack is dating his business partner, Veronica, and together they foreclose on things, and, Michelle Morgan, whose character's name I cannot remember for the life of me. Excuse me while I look this up in real time and not edit this out. Because Jingle Bell Love. Jessica, that was it. So it's Jack and Jessica. J and J. Alright, cool. But Jessica runs a coffee shop in the small town Lakeview where they're from. Or his wife is from, I forget. Called Macy's. That was her mom. Her mom also died last Christmas. So they make a connection with the kid there. And now she's struggling to keep the business afloat. Jack works for not a bank. He works for a retail company that wants to buy the shop when it goes out of business so they can put this universe's version of Starbucks. Legally distinct Starbucks. You can see where this is going, right? Right? Because it's really predictable. They go to the small town. First, before they leave, though, Jack takes Grace, his daughter, to see Santa, and she's like, I'm 10, blah, 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 too old for this. But she makes a wish that her dad gets a new girlfriend. And Santa's like, she's like, I know you're not the real Santa, but can you pass it along? It's like, I'll see what I can do. And that does come back into play later whenever they, naturally Jack and Jessica meet and they start hitting it off. Like, I called all these beats immediately. And then they visit the Santa at Lakeview for some reason. And Grace the kid is like, I know, well, I had a different Santa and told her with, but let me see, maybe pass this along. It's like, I wanted my dad a new girlfriend. I want it to be her. And that Santa's like, oh, I'll see what I can do. And, like, it would have been interesting if it turned out to be the real Santa. But it's not. Because that, again, would be interesting. And this movie is anything except interesting. There is a moment in the beginning, before they leave, where the daughter's trying to talk to the dad, and they're like, what kind of Christmas movie do you want? Like, this is more Jack Frost than Love Actually. And my response was, which Jack Frost? Probably the Michael Keaton version. But it'd be hilarious if we talked about the horror movie version. The Killer Snowman. So, the usual shenanigans of these things happen. The father-in-law had a heart attack, he's okay, can't really run the store, like, and maybe Jack should take over the music store, because he used to sing in a band, and which is obviously like a reference to Joey McIntyre being the new kid on the block, clearly. But they do all the stuff. There's the meet cute with with Jessica, the coffee store owner. He keeps getting pressured by his horrible girlfriend and boss Veronica to go to the bank and say, hey, buy the thing, buy the building so we can tear it down. He doesn't want to do that. Now, to his credit, there's a moment he did try to tell her what was going on, but then his dad almost had another heart attack, or his father-in-law almost had another heart attack, so that got postponed, because they were setting up for a fundraiser to save the building! Save the coffee shop with a fundraiser! Mark that one off. I called that too. And they have all sorts of chemistry. They're about to save the thing. Veronica comes in. Liar revealed moment. Then like, oh, I have a better idea. We didn't make the goal, but what if we invest? I'm going to buy the music shop. We're going to invest in Lakeview. I don't want your charity. Take the fucking money. I hate that. If I was in dire straits and someone offered me the money I need to get out of that, I would take it. Okay? Stop having pride. And just take money when you need it. This brings up something else. Like, this is all happening on Christmas Eve. Like, they have till Christmas Day to give the money to the bank, or they're going to foreclose and sell the building. And, of course, Veronica and their boss is, her boss, Jack's boss, they're really pressuring, you need to get this done. We need this account. If you get this account, you'll be a partner or some shit. And there was a time when I would have called that far too overly cartoonishly evil. Like, no one would ever really do this on Christmas. Clearly, this is to show how evil they are, and this is hackney writing. But we live in the year 2024 now, so I can easily see this happening in real life. But here's the thing that upset me the most. I sound like I'm really mad at this movie, but there's nothing to really get mad about. I'm more mad that, like, I thought it would be more zany or wacky. The premise, the gimmick, the reason we even know about this movie is that it was a co-production with Walmart, and that the movie will sell you things as you're watching it. So once I saw, like, oh, his father-in-law owns a music store. We go to the music store. I was expecting things to pop up like, buy this guitar, buy this piano, buy this. Oh, Jessica owns a coffee shop. They talk about hot chocolate. They talk about a certain cake. I thought it'd be a pop, buy this, buy that, blah, blah, blah. No! You know how many times an ad popped up? Once! One fucking ad! I was sitting there. It wasn't even a scene in a store. They're just sitting there eating dinner, and then something popped up like, this is an interactive ad. Click on this to get, like, for what? What are you selling me? There's nothing they're talking about. There's nothing in particular. There's no brand sitting on the table. It's just a fucking dinner. It's just a fucking dinner scene. And there's like, buy something. I didn't click on it. I didn't want to interrupt the movie. I should have. Maybe I'll go back and click on and see what the fuck is going to happen. I was saying, okay, next time that pops up, I'll do it and see what happens. It didn't happen again. So your whole gimmick is bullshit. And that's what pisses me off. I was hoping there would be like the most blatant product placement thing ever. Like from The Truman Show. Or from one of my favorite movies, Return of the Killer Tomatoes. When they ran out of money for the movie and they decided to do product placement. Watch that scene. Look it up on YouTube here. Look up Return of the Killer Tomatoes product placement scene. It's glorious in how over the top it is. I wanted that. So I guess part of that's on me for expecting them to do something clever. But they didn't. It's just standard Hallmark bullshit. All the cliches they could work in. I would say that this was written by AI, but that's an insult to AI. No! And the person who wrote this script, clearly someone watched these movies, went through the Hallmark catalog, carefully wrote down everything like the SpongeBob meme, and put it in this fucking movie. It is just nothing. And of course they do work in Jingle Bell Rock, which, you know what? I'll give them credit for. If you're gonna name your movie after a song in any way, you better have that fucking song in the movie. So give them credit for that. And they did have an original song, and I don't remember what it was because I don't care. I don't know why I'm so worked up. Like, it's... I mean, I guess it's a good thing I lost this one, because I'm sure Nate wouldn't be able to get as worked up as I do about these things. And he wouldn't have anything to say, but I hope I kept you entertained. I'm sure I've been more entertained than this fucking movie. Don't recommend it at all. It's, if you've seen one Christmas movie, you've seen this movie. Oh, actually, that's another thing. They keep kind of referencing, like I said earlier, Grace made a reference about being more Jack Frost in Love Actually, and they reference it a couple times. Like, oh, this is like straight out of a Christmas movie. There's Ivan, her Asian assistant, Jessica's, I should say, that helped run the coffee shop. It's like, the kid made a wish. It's Christmas. It's like a Christmas movie. And like, if they'd stuck with that, it would have been something. Like a weird meta thing. Probably would have been obnoxious, but at least it would have been meta. It would have been something. But they didn't. They didn't even commit to that. This movie commits to nothing but banality. And I am kind of annoyed I watched it. If only because I wanted it to be insane. At least, hopefully, my saving grace is in a week's time. I'm going to get together at Christmas with my friends. We're going to watch Hot Frosty. That looks like it understands what it's supposed to be. This, don't even bother with it. Don't even bother with it. I'm more annoyed. I'm annoyed Daniel Lives Christmas, but like, I couldn't remember the name of it for a while. That's why I didn't do it last week, this video. I had to look it up. I was like, okay, Jingle Bell Love. I looked it up on Roku. I did the search. It was there. I did the search today. It didn't come up. So I was like, oh, shit. Thankfully, when I just looked through holiday things, it was there. But, like, that's your movie, Roku. Roku channel, that's your movie. Why is your search function not working? Like, nothing came up, so I guess they're having a problem. But, maybe they're trying to spare me. I don't know. Well, that's all I really have to say. I have no idea how long I've been ranting about this. I'm sure I'm going to be surprised by the length of this video. I am going to enjoy Saturday night's main event tonight. And hopefully I won't see you again. New Year's, I guess. I really don't like that the Rumble is in February. Oh well. Whatever happens, see ya.